Hello, it is Jeana, Live 1015. We're hanging out in our Primavera Online High School Lounge with Hey Violet.
Hey.
Oh, hey. How are we doing today?
Really good. I mean, we just got in today from LA. Had an 8 a.m. flight, but it was great.
So 8 a.m., you get into the airport at like 6?
Or no, I think we got to
there
the
at 8.
airport at 8 or 8:30, and then the flight was at like 10, so it wasn't so bad.
Yeah, much better, right?
Yeah.
So we're feeling good, well rested. What was going on in LA?
We just took a couple days off, but we've been doing like nonstop radio shows and like promo and stuff like that, and just so yeah, it's been great just doing stuff like that.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I did your website, by the way, super cool.
Thank
It's
you.
pretty unique for a band. It felt more like a social media page, honestly. I liked your blog post the other day.
Thank
You had like a couple of days off that you said, and you kind of so you try to do that kind of often?
We just started like talking about it, how we should kind of be more like, because we're pretty good with our fans, I think, like when we like to include them in our lives. And
That
I
was
think
the first blog post. I mean, we have a newsletter that we'll sometimes do, but like to update the fans. But I think the blog posts are kind of cool because they're a lot more casual and just like, hey, didn't get much sleep, but we're going into a writing session. Could have used a couple more hours, but like it's more casual, and I think that really like brings people in, but also just shows them like what we're doing in our lives, and so we find that more intriguing.
I really liked it. I mean, I do get what you're saying with the whole casualness. It didn't feel polished, which,
Right.
I mean, there's a time and a place to be polished and put together,
Right.
but it was a nice way for you to connect with those fans on a real level, you know?
Yeah.
Like, let me just show you what's going on.
Yeah.
So, and also, too, want to talk about I'm sure your fans are thrilled with all the success for Guys My Age.
Yes.
First single, amazing. How
Thank
did
you.
that song come about? I know, I just want to make sure Phoenix knows.
Yeah. Well, Nia and I actually went to a writing session in Palm Springs. Like it was like a writing camp. And I remember that we were writing that until like 2, 3 in the morning, and just like not perfecting it, but just like adding to it constantly. And I remember recording vocals at like 2, 3 in the morning on the verses and on the choruses and everything. And then, I mean, it was just cool. There was music happening in every room. Like we had about 10 to 12 writers there at all times, and there was like music happening in the kitchen, in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Even. You know, it like
Just a
didn't
very
stop. It was like people would come back. People would come back from the bathroom and be like, "Oh, I thought of that melody that we're missing in that one part." Like it was just really cool. It was like really inspiring to be around all of that creativity.
That sounds like a cool place to be, creative-wise.
Yeah.
So I know we are pushing a new single, Hoodie.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that. It's another one of those really relatable ones. But I kind of want to talk about, there are some changes in the band recently.
Yeah.
So I did read about Miranda leaving,
Yeah.
but my understanding is that was on good terms.
Yeah, it did end very well, but we're family, so
Yeah.
I feel like there's no other way for it to end.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, it was really sad to see her go, but ultimately, if tour life isn't for everyone, and that's
no.
exactly what she said. It was just really grueling, and like so, we totally respected her decision, and we still keep in contact, and yeah.
I just sending memes back and forth.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's like,
What's your go-to meme?
I think that's a Casey question.
Oh.
Dude, I don't know. I've just been on the Insta Explore page. I don't.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was super
Those
funny.
are
Yeah.
What's the new one that's going around? Oh, the monkey haircut one.
Oh, that's a
Okay.
good one.
What's that?
Oh no,
one?
You have-
my
I'm
favorite
not
one is
memes.
my
They're
favorite
just
one
always
is the
changing.
mashup with it's the monkey getting a haircut and the Luciano,
Yes.
Lucky Luciano one. It's a
All
good
right.
one.
I
I'm
want
like,
you to
I'm
tweet
lost.
us.
It's just like it doesn't. It's we're at a point of like spreading memes where
It's gone
they're
so
not
far.
they're not supposed to really make sense.
I like
Yeah.
the one.
Gosh.
I like the one where SpongeBob's like making fun.
Oh,
that-
Have
that's-
you seen
that's
that
old,
one?
though.
I have.
Okay,
like,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
overhanging
Dead
lip
meme.
with
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
yeah. I know what you're talking.
Yeah,
We're all gonna
totally.
try to make that
Dead
thing
meme.
Exactly.
look real good.
Y'all are so outdated. You guys are in the past.
To me, I thought it was honestly inspiring how you guys handled the news of her wanting to leave. Because I
Yeah.
feel like being a band, like you said, it is very family-like. But caring about her as a person, because you're right, touring isn't for everyone. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's something a lot of people don't realize is how stressful you're city to city. You're out of a suitcase. You're in, you're out. You can't get settled really. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just really cool that you guys are able to maintain that level of maturity and you care about each other, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
As much as that experience of building this band.
Yeah, and I think you said it perfectly. Like you're constantly,
It's a lot.
out of a suitcase.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah.
I don't unpack
Yeah.
because I know that we're just gonna get right back out on tour.
Same.
So
just toss it in the trunk
yeah,
and then like
yeah,
grab it
literally,
when you need it. Yeah.
literally. So yeah, I mean, it's really not for everyone.
Yeah. Okay, well, I want to do something fun, and you
Yeah.
already mentioned it. I'm excited for this. As a band, you collectively love SpongeBob.
Yes.
I have learned. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Is this like gonna be like a
I
quiz?
have not really a quiz, kind of, sort of. I have quotes, and so it's a competition amongst yourself. Who's going to get the most quotes right? I will.
I'm not.
Oh.
You might be surprised. I'll read the quote, and then as soon as you think you know the character, just shout it out. I got this fun little
Okay.
bell. Whenever we get it right,
is
I'm
gonna be
I'm
very
go
competitive.
ding.
You have to ring the bell.
Yes, I will.
Wait. Oh, you do. Okay, gotcha. I was like ready to just like.
You can't hurt people.
I'll ring it.
You're like, I'm on it. I'm ringing the bell. Okay, let's
I'll
go.
do it.
Here we go. Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Patrick.
Correct.
Oh wait. Wait. So how does it work? You hit it and then we answer.
Or is it just
No,
whoever
no.
yells it
You
out
say it, and then she says, "Ding." That's a correct answer.
If I don't ding, you're wrong, and y'all
Yeah.
get to
You have
keep
to say
guessing.
who said
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, you don't need a license to drive a sandwich.
first? SpongeBob.
Correct. All right.
Bob Sponge.
Wake me up when I care.
Squidward.
Damn. That was like a tie. I don't even know. Would we
that
split
was
that point up
Nia
3
and
ways?
Kate. That was Nia, I think.
Well, it may be stupid, but it's also dumb.
Patrick.
Good job.
didn't know
Okay,
that
here we
one.
go. Hello, you've reached the house of unrecognized talent.
Squidward.
That's Dick
This guy! I love it. Is
Unrecognized
Squidward your
talent.
favorite?
Relatable.
Why is that us?
Okay. Can I be excused for the rest of my life?
Squidward. Oh,
Patrick. Mr. Krabs.
Plankton.
Plankton. Squidward.
Karen.
Who's the show about?
SpongeBob. Oh, can I be?
It's Mrs. Puff when the
Oh,
bully's
right.
next to him. Ah, yes. Okay. Horseradish is not an instrument either.
Squidward.
This guy, you're on fire. Okay. Oh, firmly grasp it in your hand.
Patrick.
Patrick.
I said
Okay. Last one. This is not your average everyday darkness. This is advanced darkness.
SpongeBob.
Oh, there we go.
I got like half a point.
I love that
That
episode.
was so fun.
Man, you guys are on it, especially you though.
Yeah.
We're gonna tally these points up, but I think you took it home
Ian
big
slayed.
time.
I've only got one so far.
You know what?
I think.
You know what it was? It
What?
was his calmness. Like
Yeah,
I
it was like
stressed.
SpongeBob.
I will
You-
say
yeah.
you were very sure of every SpongeBob, Squidward, Patrick, episode 3.
I'm
Minute
sweating. I'm like
45.
clammy right now. I'm like, hi, I'm Rena Loveless and I'm clammy.
Well, let's talk Hoodie now. Okay,
Yeah.
so it is one of
Right.
those super relatable songs. How did that song get on your radar?
So basically, we were working with Julian Bonetta, who was our producer, and he brought this song in. This was actually like one of the ones that we didn't write on the album, but right when we heard it, I mean, it was like immediate that it was like, okay,
You
we
knew.
need to do this song. And the original vocal was actually a guy.
Correct.
The original demo vocal was a guy singing, so it was
Okay.
like very interesting. So I was like, all right, we gotta first of all pitch the vocal up because I can't sing that low. And yeah, I mean, it was just like, it was really interesting to hear it at first, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going through a thing right now, and it like relates perfectly. So yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure if you've been looped in, but it will be on today for our New At 2, shortly after 2 o'clock. So make sure you're
Thank
listening,
you.
Live 1015. But where else can we hear the song?
Nowhere.
Spotify.
Spotify, iTunes,
iTunes.
YouTube,
Bandcamp.
whatever
no,
new
not Bandcamp.
streaming app is out now. I don't know,
Yes.
SoundCloud. I don't know.
And,
We have a sound.
No, we're not on SoundCloud.
and the music video came out last month, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's up on YouTube.
Yes.
Vivo.
Vivo. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
YouTube.
All right. Well, go check it out on YouTube, on Vivo, and make sure you're listening for the New At 2 today with Hey Violet.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.